Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And his pass incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. It's a give to Freeman running right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The end result, 21 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Jones has it. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
20. Hey, South.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Zadarius Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
This is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
They run the counter. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st down, it's Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, come on, 26.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Allen Bailey, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. This is Freeman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. And the tight end, Luke Stocker, was the target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He'll get it up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Play action. Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
We're scoreless after 1. Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making a play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
13 yards, 1st down Packers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
88. Hey, take 26. Hey, exit. 59. Mike's 59.
Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Preston Smith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. In the slot on the right is Graham. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. He'll rifle this one, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick, and they take possession of the football. at the 36-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll run it with Jones. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
It's 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 49-yard line.
Check 99.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready. Like 25. Mike 50.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And this one is right down Broadway. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
319.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Rodgers now on 1st down. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big game.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 19 yards away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
64, weak.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Rodgers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
26.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers, and Graham's got it, complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time was a pretty one play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Freeman again. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Here comes the ball.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, the left side throw complete to Adams. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rodgers to throw once more. Open man is Allison, complete. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers going to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 25 on second down, Ryan Jones has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Check 26, check 26. Got it.
At the 41-yard line.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Hey, check. Mike 4-2. You ain't doing nothing today. All right, 25, ready, set.
Here's Ryan to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. To throw is Ryan. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One last shot for Ryan. Complete to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.